Hey, friend. Welcome back to the Rockyn podcast, your empowered self. And before we get into today's episode, I want you to hear this. You are not broken. You are not behind. You're not too sensitive. You are patterned. And patterns can be rewired. Today, we're talking about confidence. And I'm going to say something that will instantly take pressure off. Confidence isn't a personality trait. It's not something you're either born with or you're not. Confidence is often a state, a nervous system state, meaning when your nervous system feels safe, you show up with clarity, steadiness, and power. When your nervous system doesn't feel safe, you might overthink, hesitate, people please, shut down, or second guess everything. So if you've ever thought, why do I feel confident sometimes, but not others? That's not you being inconsistent. That's your nervous system. Today, I am actually going to show you what confidence actually is in the body, how high achievers lose it under pressure, and a simple way to build confidence on purpose. So you can get unstuck. And become unstoppable without forcing it. Let's start here. Most people try to build confidence by thinking harder, but confidence isn't created by more thinking. Confidence is created by safety. What confidence looks like in the body, when someone feels confident, you can usually see it. But more importantly, you can feel it. Confidence looks like steady breathing, grounded posture, a clear voice, calm eye contact, presence, decisiveness. That's not magic. That's physiology. Your system is regulated. And when your system is regulated, your brain has access to creativity, logic, problem solving, communication, leadership. When you're dysregulated in fight, flight, freeze, your brain goes into protection mode. And protection mode feels like overthinking, scanning for danger, avoiding disability, avoiding visibility, needing reassurance, procrastinating, perfectionism, people-pleasing, shutting down. So if you want more confidence, the question isn't, how do I become more confident? The question is, how do I create safety in my body? Here are 3 things that crush confidence quickly, especially in high-performing men and women. 1, chronic urgency. When everything feels urgent, your system lives in pressure. Pressure makes you reactive, not confident. 2, perfectionism. Perfectionism isn't high standards. It's fear of judgment. Fear equals threat. Threat equals dysregulation. 3, people-pleasing. When you're tracking other people's reactions, you're not in your own body. You're in their nervous system. That's exhausting, and it kills confidence. And here's the common thread. All 3 are safety strategies. They're your system trying to prevent rejection, failure, or judgment. So again, you're not broken. You're patterned. Let's make the NLP piece simple. Confidence is built through identity, who you believe you are, evidence, proof your brain can point to. High achievers often have a weird pattern here. They have tons of evidence of competence, but their identity is still running an old rule like, if I'm not perfect, I'll be judged. If I mess up, I'll be rejected. If I'm visible, it's unsafe. If I relax, I'll fail. So even with successful career and strong resume and results, their nervous system reacts like they're still in danger. That's why confidence can feel inconsistent. The rule is stronger than the resume. And the way you change a rule is by creating safety and stacking new evidence. Let's do a quick body check. If confidence drops, you might notice shallow breathing, tight chest, throat tension, your voice feels small, jaw clenching, stomach tightness or nausea, gut symptoms flaring, cold hands, sweating, racing thoughts, sleep disruption before big events, cravings after stressful interactions. That's not weakness. That's nervous system activation. So instead of trying to push through, we regulate first. Then we speak. Then we act. Then we lead. Here's your rewire. I call this the confidence protocol, and it takes 60 to 120 seconds, so 1 to 2 minutes. Step 1, regulate your body. Do 3 physiological sighs. So we're going to do this together. We're going to inhale through the nose, then we're going to do a little sip of air at the top, and then a long exhale out of the mouth. So ready? Take a nice deep breath in, 2, 3, 4. Take a little sip of air at the top. And now a long exhale out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now let's do this again. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4. A little sip of air at the top. And a long exhale out of the mouth for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, inhale through the nose, little sip of air at the top, and a long exhale out of the mouth. This downshifts your system fast. Step 2, widen your focus. When you're anxious, your attention narrows. So widen it on purpose. So we're going to practice this. I want you to look around you and name 5 things you can see. What are you seeing? This is opening up your eyes to explore and not be so focused and narrowed in. We're going to widen the path and look around, open it up. Then I want you to look for 4 things you can feel. What are you feeling? What are you sensing? What's the type of ground you're on? Are you feeling any air? What are you feeling? And then we're going to do 3 things you can hear. What are you hearing? Is there music? Is there silence? Is there birds? Is there animals? Is there people talking? Is there street sounds? Is there leaves rustling? What do you hear? Do you hear yourself breathing? Do you hear your thoughts? This brings your brain out of threat tunnel. Step 3, identity statement plus next action. So now we're going to practice saying, in this moment, I am safe. In this moment, I am safe. In this moment, I am capable. In this moment, I am capable. My next step is blank. So I want you to understand, if you just say, in this moment, I am safe. In this moment, I am capable. My next step is blank. You're not worrying about the whole plan. You're not worrying about every single thing. It's just the next step. Because confidence is built through movement with safety. Not waiting until you feel perfect. Let me tell you something freeing. Most people think confidence comes first. It usually doesn't. Confidence often comes after action, but the action has to feel safe enough for your system. So the goal isn't to force action. The goal is to make action smaller and safer. One email, one conversation, one boundary, one rep, one post, one decision. And every time you follow through, you give your brain evidence. Evidence creates identity. Identity creates confidence. So let's close with your new definition. Confidence is not loud. Confidence is not perfect. Confidence is not never being scared. Confidence is nervous system safety and self-trust. And self-trust is built through small, consistent follow-through. So this week, don't ask, how do I feel confident? Ask, how do I feel safe? And take one step. That's how you become unstoppable. You're not broken. You're patterned. And patterns can be rewired. Try the confidence protocol once today, even for something small, and notice how quickly your body shifts. If this hits home and you're ready to get unstuck and become unstoppable, mind and body, check the links in the show notes for what's currently open through Rockyn Health, including options like Release, Rise, Rewired, any upcoming retreats and breakthrough experiences. If you're not sure what you need, message me yes, and I'll help you choose your best next step. If you want to connect with me, you can check out Instagram at dr.raquel_rockyn.health. And my website is rockynhealth.com. And Rockyn is spelled with a Y, so it's ROCKYN. And my podcast is the Rockyn Yes Podcast, Your Empowered Self. This podcast is for education and inspiration, and it is not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider for personal medical decisions. Have a beautiful and wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Also, this Sunday is our next breathwork session. I will see you on Sunday.